Hello, word enthusiasts, and welcome back to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me for another linguistic adventure. Today, we're delving into a fascinating word that you've probably encountered, but perhaps haven't fully explored: border. Our word of the day, border, is a B2 level verb that means to form an edge or boundary. So, what does it mean to border something? Well, it implies creating a limit or demarcation, defining where one thing ends and another begins. In everyday language, we use it to describe how countries share a common boundary or how one object is positioned next to another. Think of a picture border or a country border. Let's explore some synonyms for the word border. A good synonym for border is edge. For example, the garden edge was lined with colorful flowers. Another similar word is bound. We can say, the field was bound by a thick hedge. Furthermore, consider limit, as in, the park is limited by a busy road. Or even adjoin, which emphasizes the closeness of the two things. For example, the two properties adjoin each other. Finally, consider abut, as in, the building abuts the sidewalk. Now, let's switch gears and explore some antonyms of border. To truly understand a word, it's helpful to understand what it is not. An antonym for border could be center. For example, instead of the painting border ing *** the room, the painting is in the center of the room. Another opposite concept could be middle. Instead of focusing on the border of the cake, we are talking about the middle. Consider interior. Instead of describing the land that borders the ocean, we are talking about the interior of the country. Instead of the decorative border on the fabric, we are talking about the interior design of the cloth. Or consider surround, which suggests encompassing something rather than defining its edge. For instance, rather than the fence bordering the yard, trees surround the yard. Now, let's talk about how we use border in everyday life. We might say the United States borders Canada and Mexico. That's a geographical fact. Or, the flower bed borders the lawn, describing a garden arrangement. Even, my opinion borders on disagreement, indicating a slight divergence of viewpoints. You might hear phrases like border control referring to security at a country's boundaries, or borderline personality disorder, a psychological term. Some more usage examples. The artist used a thick line to border the drawing. We use border in context of countries and states. France borders Germany and Spain. As an imperative, border the garden with stones. Thinking about possessions, a fence borders the property. Or even in relation to abstract ideas, his actions bordered on the unethical. The land borders the sea. The painting borders on genius. The discussion borders on the ridiculous. It's important to border your life with activities you enjoy. The stream borders the forest. The path borders the field. The fabric has a beautiful border. Her remarks bordered on rudeness. The snow borders the road. The project borders on impossible. The town borders the lake. In conclusion, border, at its core, signifies defining an edge or a limit. We explored synonyms like edge, bound, limit, adjoin, and abut, and antonyms like center, middle, interior, and surround to give you a fuller sense of the word. We saw how it's used in everyday language, from describing countries sharing boundaries to opinions nearing disagreement. Thank you so much for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you enjoyed exploring the word border with me. Before you go, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show, and it really means a lot to me. And for a fun challenge, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word border and share it in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Until next time, keep exploring the wonderful world of words.